Well, it's the week after Thanksgiving, so I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. That, of course, means we have passed through the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales. This year, it seemed they really blended together and started earlier as well. It certainly seems that I was getting notifications for Black Friday sales like the week before Thanksgiving, which was a little absurd. And the Cyber Monday sales just seemed to be an extension of the Black Friday sale, which has been the case for the last couple years, but was certainly the case this year. And I don't know if anybody else had this, but I found that most of the things I wanted were maybe 20% off. I think I got lucky on one thing that was 30% off. But the sales weren't anything like they have been in previous years. I didn't notice any that were, 80% off, 50% off even. Closest I saw was something for 45% off or 40% off, somewhere in that range. And it wasn't even something I wanted. It was just, oh, that's on sale. Huh. Okay. That sort of thing, So I hope you were able to pick up the things you wanted at a discount. But if you were like me, you probably didn't get very much of a discount on some of those things. And now I do wonder if a lot of people did the same thing I did, which was wait until Black Friday to buy things on the chance that they might be on sale. Looking at some numbers from Adobe Analytics, it looks like people spent $6.4 billion on Thanksgiving Day, and this is US consumers, and $11.8 billion online on Black Friday, which are up compared to last year. But from Salesforce, it looks like order volume fell by about 1% year over year, while the average selling price was up 7%. I don't know about you, but I've been seeing inflation numbers officially being like 2 to 3%, but 7% seems a much higher rate of inflation than what we've been told, which is a little concerning, of course. But I do wonder how many people were doing what I did. Back in about October, I went, well, I don't need this immediately, so I'm just going to wait and see if it goes on sale. There's no reason to buy it now. Like, I will need it eventually. Getting it at a discount would be great, but it's not a crucial replacement thing. So I'm just going to wait till Black Friday, see if I get things on sale. I will need a new pair of shoes soon. My shoes are falling apart. So I waited till Black Friday, got them a little bit reduced price. I think $15 off. Not great, but I need them. Cheaper than buying them normally. So whatever. But it certainly seems from the spending that people spent a lot of money. Now, the article I'm looking at, which I'll link down below, talks about how volumes are down, as I mentioned a moment ago. But the spending was definitely higher. And I think a lot of people were looking for deals, which makes sense. It's known to be a time for deals, but I definitely think those deals were much worse than they have been in previous years. I do wonder how sustainable the sort of Black Friday sale is going to be in the long term. If you look at stuff like Amazon Prime, the Amazon Prime Day has sort of expanded. And I mean, November gives them basically a freebie, but there's one, I think it was in October this year. And there was one in the summer. There's the 4th of July sale. There's like a sale every month. And that seems to drive a lot of their sale volume and profit. And I wonder how sustainable it really is long term. I hope if you were looking for something in this holiday period that you were able to get your things on a discount, of course, because why pay full price if you don't have to? But I wonder how good this actually is, really. I don't think I also wonder how bad will the sale data be going into Christmas? Did people do all their Christmas shopping early and just say, okay, well, we're going to buy it Black Friday weekend and see where we're at? I picked up a few things I needed, bought a few things, and probably bought one or two things I didn't really need. But, it's kind of hard to, I don't know about you guys, but for myself, I didn't buy just a bunch of stuff. I bought stuff that I needed. I didn't buy, oh, that looks fun, let me pick that up. I bought, like everything I bought had a purpose, which I think is good. I mean, nothing I bought was like, oh, that's a whim. It was all like, no, I'm going to use that. I'm going to make use of that somewhere. Whatever it was. Like I mentioned, shoes. I bought some clothing. I always buy clothing on Black Friday because you're guaranteed at least a 20% discount. And if you need the clothing right away, then buy it full price. But if you can wait, you might as well save a little money. But even so, like, I mean, everything feels more expensive. The sales didn't feel great. A lot of the items I actually wanted weren't really on sale, probably because they know, well, those are items people want. And the things that were the bigger sales seemed kind of like either we're getting rid of this, like it's no longer going to be in stock, we're no longer going to make it, so we'll clear out inventory. Certainly saw a few of those, or what looked to be a few of those. But some of them were just kind of like, I guess that item's not moving, so they just want to get rid of it. It's the cause of a lot of sales, in fairness. But it makes it difficult to buy things normally if you know, hey, on this day of the month, I'm going to get a sale. It's like video games. I don't know if any of you play video games, but most of the time, unless it's a game I really want, where I'm convinced it's going to be really good on release, I'm waiting until like one of the big Steam sales, because they're coming. Stuff will be discounted. You might as well wait, pay less money for that video game, because you're probably only going to get half the expected hours out of it. In my case, at least. I know I don't tend to finish a lot of them. I also don't buy that many anymore, in fairness. So, but let me know in the comments down below what you thought on Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. Did you think it started earlier this year, or was it just right? Is it going to affect the Christmas spending as we go into Christmas, or is it going to be more of the same? I actually really want to know, because I know a lot of people complain about not having any money, but if the sales numbers are up, so I am curious to see what you guys thought of it. I hope if you needed something, you got it. Well, that's all I have for this week. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.